Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Bench Warming Beauties podcast. Rylee, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for sharing the memo that we were wearing Canada stuff today.
Well, you're not a soccer fan.
I'm not,
Well,
but I
neither
would
am
have
I.
wore red.
But I jumped on the bandwagon. I won this
Really?
jersey. So
Yeah, you
that was
mentioned
good.
that.
So now I have to wear it today because they play.
Yeah, today's Saturday.
Yeah.
It's 9
Canada
a.m.
is in the... I
Pacific
think they're
time.
playing Morocco. Don't quote me. But I'm
They
pretty
are
sure
playing Morocco. Yes, they are playing Morocco. I do know. I am not into the FIFA fandom. And I haven't gone downtown or anything. Like this is not taking over my world.
I've done the downtown, and we've gone to the Well. Me and my mom have gone to the Well for quite a few games. But it's just it's fun.
Like, is it just something fun to do? Is that why you're doing it?
Yeah, it's just... Well, and I
It's
don't know.
just
It's
not the
packed. It's a
Olympics.
good time, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Have some beers.
At 10 a.m. Yeah.
Of
So,
course, breakfast beers.
Where we're recording today, or where we always record, I should say, they're having a watch party. So there's chairs on chairs on chairs in this whole event space. I think we've talked about birthdays and stuff that have happened while we're recording. And their chairs were blocking our podcast room door today, which I didn't love.
I had to move them. But there's so many chairs downstairs. I wasn't expecting that many people.
Okay, but there's also a lineup. Not a lineup. There's what are those sanctions?
Okay.
They have those outside.
Oh.
Lined up along the building.
Do you have to buy tickets to come here?
I would imagine. Maybe it's by donation.
Maybe.
And I was like, oh boy, we better get started because I want to get the fuck out of here.
Before they're all going to be in here probably when we leave.
Yeah, probably.
I wonder what time doors open. I don't hear anyone yet.
Well, we're going to try and move is what we're going to try and do. Because last time we got screwed by a grade 7 grad. So
we love grade 7 grads.
Anything else to update us on?
I don't think so. My hamstring's feeling good.
Okay,
My
that's
calf's
good.
feeling good.
You're not stuck anymore?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm living life now.
I was going to say Live in La Vida Loca, but I don't think you know that song.
I've heard of it.
Who sings it? If you get this, I'll be shocked.
Let me think on it, and we're going to come back to it at the end of the episode.
Live in La Vida Loca.
Oh, Ricky Martin.
Is it Ricky Martin? I was going to say Gabriel Iglesias.
Well, maybe it's...
Oh, well, we're both wrong.
No,
I think it's Ricky Martin. I
needed you to sing it.
That's so funny.
So
I sang
that
that pretty good, too, eh? That's right. I'm singing in the shower.
Ricky Martin.
Oh, good. Wow, you did get that. Fucking look at that.
I got it.
She doesn't know any other,
You didn't even know it.
She doesn't know any other pop culture references before 2001, or even 2020.
No, I prefer 2026 pop culture references.
Yeah, it's that's when your brain clicked. It makes
just married.
What?
Taylor and Travis were just married yesterday.
I was trying to get... Oh, and there we started. They started the soccer stuff already, so we're going to get started here. Today, so Rylee and I have just sorted out our next few episodes. Today we're going to be talking about the expansion teams and who they have signed from other teams. So, yeah, we're going to go through all of that today. We're only going to go through the 4 teams, and then next week we'll go through all the foundational teams, and then we'll kind of go from there. I said to Rylee off air, I'm surprised that we're still talking about it, and we're in the beginning of June or July now. So I'm thinking we'll probably have stuff enough for the rest of this month.
Yeah.
And then we'll see where that takes us.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have some surprises.
Hopefully. Yeah, we're working on some stuff. We're trying to get things going. It's kind of been a little bit of a lull too, because nobody has been signed since really the draft.
Yeah.
There was a slew of them after the draft, but most of them were kind of in between. So let's get started.
Perfect.
We're going to start with Detroit. I'm also going off my phone today because I have my laptop here, and the writing is way too small for me to read.
I can read it perfect.
I'm glad you can. So we'll start with Detroit. This is the first round signing. So we discussed this on our other episode about when we went through the phases and stuff like that. So the first round was Sydney Baird. She was from Vancouver. From the Golden Knights, not from the actual Vancouver area. She was the first from Vancouver as well, by the way.
And the first from Vancouver took a really long time. We didn't lose someone until, I think it was phase 2.
Yeah, because I was actually listening back to our episode a couple weeks ago, when we were in phase 1 and like moving into phase 2, and I remember us saying like there's no Vancouver and there was only one Boston player at the time.
Yeah.
Again, I want to shout out who gave us all this information. Thank you to PWHL Source. Posted everything all day long as soon as things were. They had like an inside scoop. I don't know really what that was about, but like every time someone was announced, there was a post, so I was able to get it. Rylee
also,
and I were sending it back and
how
forth.
does he have so much time to do that?
It's the summer, baby. I don't know.
I guess so.
Taylor Gerard from New York City, Cheyenne Darkangelo from Montreal, Nina Jobsmith also from Vancouver, and Ella Huber from Boston.
Yeah, Nina Jobsmith, she's going to be a big one that Vancouver's lost.
Yeah.
And also, she's dating Ashton Bell. So the couple is now separated.
Yeah, I'm always interested on how that
But she's from
works.
Vancouver. She lives in North Van.
She is from Vancouver. I think my brother told me that he works with like one of her like I guess he like coached her back in the day, maybe not like high level, but like he coached her, and like my brother couldn't remember her name because it was long, so I literally went through the entire Golden Eyes, like, and I was like, who's from Vancouver? I said, it's not Jen Gardner. I said, and it can't be Hannah Miller because we are way older than her. And he was like, nah, I can't remember. Useless, like absolutely useless. Anyway, so for Detroit, phase 2, actually, I think we did talk about this a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think I might be getting my episodes confused because I listened to them backwards.
I think some of I just don't say the phases because some of these are in the wrong phase.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
They're just signed, okay?
Yeah, everyone's signed.
So Britta Curl from Minnesota, Hannah Bilka, Kayla Barnes, both from Seattle, Daryl Watts from Toronto, Jessie Comfort, we spoke about her because she will be, her and her brother playing in the same city. Hilary Knight, this was not confirmed at the time that we recorded, and it was a sign and trade. She is now a 2-year contract with Detroit. From Seattle, Alice Filbert, Olivia Wallen. I don't have where Alice is from, pardon me. Olivia Wallen from Ottawa. Melissa, is it Channel?
I think
Watkins?
so.
Okay, also from Vancouver. Also a big one, I think. Stephanie Murkowski from Ottawa and Mia Biotti from Boston. Now, can I say something? Just in general, not about any of these players in general. I like the fact that we are doing a little bit of a breakdown of it, because there's a lot of players on these lists that I don't know who are on these foundational teams.
Yeah.
That I'm now going to look for their names while they play. Because I feel like in the first 3 seasons, you have a lot of like, it's all about MPP and Hilary Knight, and you have these little stars that have come up like Hannah Bilka and all of them. So those are the people you're constantly looking for.
Yeah.
And now that we've gone through the draft and we've gone through players who are re-signing and signing to different teams, I'm becoming more aware of how many players are actually in this league. And now, like, I think for next season, we'll have a lot more, even more to talk about than we did last year, because we know of way more players.
Yeah.
And I said at the beginning of this podcast, like, I didn't know a lot of players. I knew a lot of big ones. But as the season went on, we got to know a lot more players. So I feel like this is a good way and good time, downtime, to, like, learn about all these other players.
Yeah, 100%. And now we have 12 teams. So there's so many players.
It's a lot of players. It's a lot of players.
Which I was, like, also thinking yesterday while I was in the dog park with my dog.
Mm-hmm.
This thought crossed my mind.
Okay.
And I was like, how do we have so many, like, players? Like, in a way, like, because before, like, it was like, oh, like, is there even going to be enough players for, like, this? And then now we have 12 teams, and it's like these players are coming out of everywhere.
But let's also talk about, when we spoke about it last week, that there was 235, like, signed people ready to be drafted. And not all of them are drafted. But I also noticed, too, as I was prepping for today's episode, there's a lot of players coming from other national teams, a lot of Finnish players, a lot of, like, like from the Olympics, that now all of a sudden there's a very different spotlight on them than there was prior. Because before, the Olympics was like, okay, yeah, all the other teams are great, but it's really Canada and the U.S.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. But I think now you had other players from the league playing for different teams who also medaled or just did very well. Like Kristen Della Rovere played for Italy, and they did extremely well in the Olympics. They've never been close to doing anything like that. So there's a different spotlight on it now. That's why I'm really excited that we get to go through these kind of with a little bit of a fine-tooth comb and get to know these players a lot. So when we go down the list, if I don't write where they're from, they're either not from a PWHL team and they are not a new draftee.
That must be where Alice is from.
That's what I'm thinking. There's another one that I remember writing down, but I did all of the teams last night. So we are prepped and ready to go for when we do those.
You were busy last night.
I know, and then I saw you poke into the notes for a second, and I was like, why is she up? It's 10:45.
Because I've been watching, I was watching this show.
Oh, what show are you watching?
Well,
Sorry,
okay, I started with I Will Find You. It was number 1 on Netflix for like a week. It was so good.
Really?
But then now I've been hooked on the same director's shows on Netflix, and he has a bunch of like 8-episode short series.
Oh.
So I was just watching Runaway. That was very good. And they're like short. They're 8 episodes. 35 to 40-minute episodes.
Oh, that's nice.
But they're like
So are you tired today? Because you must have gone to bed late.
Yes, I'm tired.
And she had an early morning.
I had an early morning. I was up at 5:45. Like,
I was also up early. I answered you when you texted me.
Yeah, you did.
That's early for me.
I was like, ooh, is it too early to text her this? But then I was like, if she's dropping the dog off, I need her to do this.
Dog's at daycare all weekend, baby.
Perfect.
He's been dropped off for a minute. Well, my husband went away this weekend, so I was like, listen, if you're going away, so is this dog. And he pissed me off the night before the dog because normally I take him out at like 10:30, like before I go to bed. Which I feel like 10:30 is late. You go to bed at like 6 p.m.
Yeah, Stan's last pee last night was at the 8th.
Yeah, no. Frankie goes out at like 10:30, depending on what the day
Will you guys
like.
sleep in?
Well, no, not really. I get up at like 7:30.
Oh.
But it depends on the day. So, but if he has like gone to my mom's and he ate dinner late, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, he woke me up at 3:15.
This morning?
No, yesterday morning. Which I was peeved about because my husband wasn't home. He was at work.
So then you had to take him.
So I looked at him like, are you? I tried to ignore him at first.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll like open my eye like.
Just a little bit.
Just to see. But if we make eye contact, then I'm fucked. So I tried to ignore him. And then all of a sudden, like for those who don't know, I have a Sheltie. He's large. Maybe like 45 pounds. But he's got a very long nose.
Yeah.
And it was right here. And I said, can I help you? And he waited. And then I know that he has to go out because he keeps moving around my head. Sometimes he'll sleep on my head.
Yeah.
And and then once he kind of like pawed me in the chest, I was like, okay, you obviously have to go. You don't wake me up for no reason. But I was like, if you don't go outside, if you don't pee when we get out there, I will turn you into a carpet. Like I am not in the mood for you today. But he has 2 different spots that he pees in.
So you had to go to both?
Yeah, I had to go to both, and one of them is like 1, 2, 3, 4 flights of stairs up. First of all, it is quiet. I live on a mountain. Do we know there are bears there? I said, listen, if there's a bear, dude, like your breakfast, and I'm going inside. Like I'm literally not dealing with this today.
Why? So he wouldn't just pee in one spot? Like he drags you
He
there?
normally does.
Yeah.
He has a designated spot that's by the building. He doesn't go there. He goes there like 99% of the time.
But he wanted to go to this other
He
spot.
wanted to go to the mulch spot that he has. And I was like, bro, like, what luxury do you think you have here? It's 3:30 in the morning. So Nick came home at like 7:30. He was like, oh, he talks to the dog when he gets home because, like, I'm upstairs. And then he's like, let's go upstairs. And he knows that they're coming to see me. And he just, like, stopped. He didn't even look at me. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. And Nick was like, what the hell? And I was like, he woke me up at 3:15 last night. I'm so mad. No. Anyways. Yeah, so the dog's not here. So that's the point of that story is the dog is at daycare this weekend because Nick's away and I didn't want to deal with him. And it's good social or whatever. Anyways, back to the teams.
Back to it.
Okay, so that was Detroit, San Jose. Hadley Hartmutz from Boston. Again, a lot of names I don't know, so forgive me if I'm saying them incorrectly or I'm just refusing to say them. Maggie Connors from Toronto, Mariah Kopel from Seattle, Natalie Milinkova, close enough, from Montreal, and Daniela Pesova, also from Boston. Then this was like the second, I don't know if it's second phase or second round, whatever you just want to call it. Kristen O'Neill from New York, I thought that was a big one. Anne Kurchowski from New York, also a big one. Rory Gilday from Ottawa, Corinne Schroeder from Seattle,
Who's a goalie.
Maddie Wheeler from New York, Abby Levy from Boston, and Kristen Della Rovere from Toronto. How do we feel about that? Also, I feel like San Jose is not doing as much as the other teams. I feel like they're saving spots for something.
Yeah. Because, they have Layla Edwards that they got from the draft.
True.
But when I look at this list, it does not look like Detroit and Hamilton to me. And even
Hamilton
Vegas.
is a whole other
even Las
game.
Vegas. It doesn't look like Las Vegas either.
No. And
But
I mean, I'm not counting them out because I think they also drafted a lot too. But also, I think when you get drafted, there's no guarantee that you're playing.
Yeah.
Like, that's just an entry. I think you come to, like, they do training camp and they do stuff like that. I'm watching, like, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders right now, so that's how I'm putting everything into training camps. So, yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee that you get a contract to sign for the season, I'm pretty sure.
But you never know. Like, with these players, they might jive together and be fantastic. And then there's some of these players that just might shine.
Well, I feel like there's a mixed bag on this team.
Yeah.
Boston, Toronto, Seattle, New York, Ottawa. Like, it kind of touches a little bit everything, where if we go down a little bit to Las Vegas, a lot of Minnesota, a lot of Montreal, like more Montreal.
Yeah, it is very
and
Montreal
Seattle,
and
it's
Minnesota
really,
stacked
it's really
team.
those three teams.
Yeah.
So let's go through that. So the first round signings was Megan Carter from Seattle, Nicole Hensley from Minnesota, a goalie, Maureen Murphy from Montreal, Katie Knoll from Minnesota. That's just the first round or whatever. Then we mentioned on the last episode or a couple episodes back, there's May Batherson from Minnesota, Kendall Cooper from Minnesota, Erin Ambrose, I can't speak today, from Montreal, Haley Scumura, that's a 3-year contract from Montreal, Jada Habich from Seattle, Darcy Lappin from Vancouver, Madison Bizzle from Minnesota, and then, oh my God, I can't speak today, Natalie Snodgrad from Seattle. Again, Minnesota, Seattle, Montreal. Just those 3 teams. All 3, I would argue, pretty strong team. I mean, I would even still consider Seattle a strong team based on how they played in their first season, which I thought Vancouver and Seattle played way better than I expected them to.
Yeah, for sure. And you can't expect them to play perfect right out the gate. All of these players are jiving, and then you have all of the other teams that have already played together for 2 years. So
3 now.
Well, now 3, yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to make the comparison of San Jose has a mixed bag of where everybody is from. Las Vegas is Minnesota, Montreal, and Seattle. That's it. But I would also argue Hamilton was I think they picked so well.
They did.
I really think they actually, I'm so interested to watch them play.
I am too. My only concern is that they aren't going to all fit in together. Because, I felt like Vancouver at the start, they didn't all fit together. And they were all playing, like, one by one. Like, they weren't playing as a team.
I agree
but
with
I
you.
also see, like, all of these players here, and I'm like, no, these are, like, team players. I don't really see anyone that isn't a team player, if that makes sense.
No, I agree. I think for San Jose, when I'm looking at this list just based on who is signed in the first couple, in those phases, I don't see a ton of leadership here yet. So I'm interested to see who they're going to pick to be leaders.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Whereas Vegas, you have Erin Ambrose. You have, people who have some history there. And forgive me, maybe I don't know about the history of some of these players that have been sent to San Jose. But even Hamilton, you have Brianne Jenner. You have Emily Clark. We're going to go through that list as well, but like a bit more, I don't know if I want to say experience there, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I just find that the resumes are different for those players compared to others. And I think Hamilton has done a very good job at selecting players who have something on their resume that gives this team a little bit of everything. And I feel like that's a pretty good key, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. So Hamilton has Rylee Bregman, 2-year contract from Boston.
What a good name.
Why is it a good name, Rylee?
Well, let me tell you.
Let her tell you.
It's just spelled a little differently, but my name is also
I
Rylee.
prefer your spelling.
Yeah,
That's
my
just
spelling's
me.
cool.
This is like basic. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Allie. Do they call her Allie? I don't know why I'm saying that. Allison Simpson from New
Tasha's
York.
nicknamed you.
Yeah, I've nicknamed you Allie. Abby Hustler from Minnesota. Then we have, in the secondary phasing of some sort, Emily Clark from Ottawa. That's a 2-year contract. Nicole Gosling from Montreal. Alina Mueller from Boston. Kaylee Osborne, goalie. 3-year contract from New York. Brianne Jenner from Ottawa. Anna Kelbin. I think that's how you say her name, from Toronto. Alexa Vasco, Kayla Vespa, both 2-year contracts. Alexa's from Ottawa and Kayla's from New York. And Zoe Boyd from Boston, 2-year contract. I think Zoe loved playing in Ottawa so much that she missed.
Well, I think she had such a good relationship with Emily Clark and Brianne Jenner. Like, I think she's so excited to get back with all she's been like posting about it on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, like I feel like, again, I mentioned that, you know, Vegas has selected pretty strong players from certain teams, whereas Hamilton, again, is a mixed bag, but a better version of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Where you're right. They have history of playing together. Nicole Gosling just won a Walter Cup. Alina Mueller is pretty
she played
highly
for
rated.
Swiss.
Yeah, and she also came from Boston, a very strong team. She did very well there. Kaylee Osborne is a great goalie from New York. So I feel like, I just want to say it, I feel like Hamilton's going to do really well this season.
I think they are too. Like, I just see
I hope I'm not
them
jinxing
going
them.
so far. I know. I feel like people in the comments been like before when we
we're
were
not
talking about
jinxing them.
it, but no, I think that this is such like a well-rounded team, and like, Hamilton. I think
They might have a good chance based on what we're looking
and
at.
I hope so, because that would be awesome. Like, Hamilton, it's my favorite city in the world.
Of course.
But also, it's a smaller, like, Ontario town. It's not as big. I mean, it is big, but it's not Toronto. It's not like you're playing where the Scepters are.
It's going to be a good suburb to, like, that has a team, and they're going to be very well supported there. I mean, just like an example, like, my husband used to play in Chase, BC. Like, that's 45 minutes outside of Kamloops. And when I tell you, hockey is all they had.
Yeah.
The entire town would show up to these games. Like, it was insanity. So I feel like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from Hamilton. But they also just have, like, some really good signings.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm interested to see. I think, obviously, for the first, like, half of the season, I think everyone's just getting their bearings. They're still making some trades. They're, like, trying to see what's going to happen. But so far, I mean, Hamilton is feeling really good to me. Vegas, honestly, at this point, just looks and feels stacked.
Yeah.
Not always a good thing. Not always a bad thing, obviously. I'm also interested to see, like, every city is different. San Jose is a little bit warmer. Vegas is known to be a bit warmer.
Hamilton is cold.
Hamilton is cold, and I think Detroit is cold as well.
Detroit is very cold, yeah.
But
then Detroit, though, is also like, you have Daryl Watts on Detroit.
I know.
Like, that was
Hilary Knight.
Toronto's best player. Yeah, Hilary Knight. Like, those are such strong players. Britta Curl, strong player.
Yeah.
Kayla Barnes. Hannah Boca. Like, all of those players there, too. So it's like, not that we're hating on San Jose or anything. I just think that the other three teams are just they have a bit more.
And I can't remember off the top of my head what the draft, who's picked where in the last, from the draft day. So you have to remember, you have these players, plus you have the draft players. And again, not all the draft players get signed. Some of them are signed to smaller contracts. Like, I made a note for Montreal for Nadia Mativi. She is from the Italy national team. She played in the Olympics. She did so well that they pretty much brought her, and she played in the Walter Cup final. She played in all of these, like, big games for Montreal. So it really depends, and I'm actually surprised that there were a lot of like, national team players that were drafted that didn't come from universities or anything. I feel like they were in later rounds that Rylee and I didn't watch. But I feel like that's also an avenue that they're looking at. Maybe not as much as the NCAA double like double A, whatever I was just saying, NCAA.
It's really early for Tash.
It's a little early. I didn't really talk in the car either, so I didn't have any like.
You didn't
movement.
have anyone to talk. You didn't talk to yourself.
No, because I'm not an idiot.
I talked to myself on the walk.
Yeah,
here.
we know you did.
Okay. So I've been driving my grandma's
Convertible
around.
Riley's driving this like vintage Mercedes,
1984 convertible.
Also looks very fun, by the way.
I've had to stop talking to myself in the car
because people can hear you.
me.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
And then I'm looking around and I'm like, uh-oh, like I gotta zip my mouth here. Like I'm in a very in-depth conversation with myself.
I just have no words.
Playing different characters, you know?
You know, the only reason I would do that is if I know that I'm seeing someone and I have to be like confrontational about something. I have to practice how I'm going to say what I need to say. Because I'm also highly emotional and I cry very easily. For those who think I'm very strong, I'm not. I cry all the time. And
thank God we haven't had to deal with that here yet.
No, there's been a couple episodes where I've been like close. And I was like, oh my God, am I going to cry? Oh God. Oh, fuck. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that's really funny. But no, I didn't practice talking. Usually I practice like how I'm going to intro the episode or if there's something specific that I need to say. But I didn't do that this morning. There were an amalgamation of things happening this morning. And I didn't have the best sleep last night. So
were these your first words this morning?
Pretty much when I walked in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel honored.
You should.
I had words with myself when I first woke up.
I feel like you're the type to like look at yourself at the mirror and be like, you are cool. You are the, you know what I mean? Like I
don't have to look in the mirror to know that.
You know, and that's her problem. And this is where the problem lies. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about these teams. I'm interested to see how they're going to take who has been signed and take who's actually going to be playing on this team from the draftee list.
Yeah.
And go from there, because that could I think they're make or break or team. But the other part to that we are going to go over at some point as well. The other portion of making or breaking a team is the coaching staff.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been a lot of movement there. We're going to discuss that on an episode as well, because I think Toronto's coach left. Something's moving outside.
Oh, my God.
I think there's been some coaches moving around, new coaches signed. Oh, my God. Things are moving and happening in this building today. Is
sure
there
are.
an earthquake? Should we go under the table?
Do we need to report it on Facebook?
Maybe we do. Mark safe.
Mark safe from the Kelowna earthquake.
So I feel like that's also going to like play a role, obviously, in these teams.
Yeah.
Because the coaching staff, I would argue, is, if not more important than the team.
Also, Vancouver still doesn't have a coach.
What?
Yeah, well, they fired Brian Idelski.
I kind of liked him. I find that he had a good humor.
Yeah, he was good.
Like, he was very monotone, and like
yeah.
when you were in like the press conferences, he's like, "Yeah, that's just how we played," and I was like, "That's it."
But he's gone, and so because I still think Jessica Campbell, bring her over here.
Did he get a new coaching job?
No,
because
it just said we let him go.
It said we let him go.
Yeah. But also what we're going to get
sad.
into too is all the other teams and like how
so
I think that
do we
want
to tell everybody like what our plan is for the next couple episodes?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so today we went through all of the new teams and who has signed from other teams. Next week our plan is to go through the foundational teams. There's obviously more teams, so we'll do that quicker. The list is not as long, I'll say. So we're going to go through those and just give our thoughts on how we feel about what those teams are looking like, just based on who has been re-signed or signed to the team. I mean, I know the only one I want to talk about is Emma Malte going to Montreal. We're going to talk about that.
She's happy.
She is happy about it. She put out a post about it.
You're
I'm happy, and she's happy.
Yeah.
As long as Emma's happy, we're happy. Yeah, so, those are big ones that we want to talk about, so we're dedicating an episode to that. That's for next week. The week after, we're going to go through a little bit about coaching staff and who's moved around and what we know so far, as well as what we know about the new teams and what those coaching staffs look like. I know the Toronto coach moved to somewhere, and
San
there's
Jose.
something going on. So I wanted to touch on those as well, because like Rylee just said, I didn't even realize that Vancouver still didn't have a coach.
Yeah.
I kind of just been. But maybe by the time we actually record that, maybe there'll be some whispers.
Maybe
on what's
Jessica
going on.
Campbell will be signed.
Maybe Jessica Campbell.
We want that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're kind of looking like. I feel like this is the shortest episode we've had, and we are on time.
We are on time.
They are starting the Canada celebrations downstairs, so we're probably going to get going.
Yeah, I need to get to the well.
Yeah, Rylee's got her team.
I need to get my breakfast beer ordered.
What's a breakfast beer?
It's a beer that you have at breakfast.
No, I'm aware of that. But is there like a type? Because I'm not a big beer drinker.
But like so.
Like, would you prefer like a pale ale in the morning, or like?
No. Pale ale would be like in the evening.
Okay, but you know what I mean.
But like sometimes people have a beer mimosa, so you have like a lager and some orange juice in it, or you could have like
you put champagne in it?
hazy IPA. No.
Oh.
So it'd be like the beer with the orange juice in it. So that's where the beer mimosa comes from. I prefer like a fruitier beer in the morning. I'm usually like a soury like lager type, a pilsner.
So what would you say is like your favorite?
My favorite are Backcountry Brewing sours.
Okay.
Those are in Squamish.
Yeah.
The best sours you'll ever have. They don't taste like beer. They taste like juice.
Okay.
Like they have like a cherry Coke one. They have a fuzzy peach one. They have an orange creamsicle one.
Ooh.
But they don't taste like beer. So I like those. But I do like the taste of beer. But like right now at the well.
What about the beer that you had at my house? What was that? The champagne of beers, they call it.
The Miller High Life. I like a Miller High Life. There's some bars in Toronto that's my go-to
When Nick came home, he was like, "Did Rylee have a beer today?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Rylee." He's like, "All right." He's like, "As long as someone's drinking them." Like, is Nick and I really
counting them?
No, we only had 3.
Oh.
Like, that is so.
I'm just here for a
funny.
good time.
Okay, so you're gonna have a breakfast beer. What else are you ordering today?
I'm either gonna do a breakfast sandwich or bacon and eggs.
Yum.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm doing for breakfast yet. I
Come
feel
to the well to watch the Canada game with me and Carrie.
No.
You're gonna miss out.
I'm getting my nails done.
Oh.
So I don't have to watch the soccer game. Because I know that Salon Paris in Port Moody is not going to have the soccer game on.
You don't think?
No,
Salon Paris, where's that?
It's like right beside Hardbean.
Oh, okay.
My girl Landa.
We go
Love
to
her.
Natalia at Inlet Nails in Cedarbrook.
You have mentioned that before.
Yeah.
You like her.
Well, or we go to Haley in Mission.
I need my nails done. I had to cut them because they were getting too long.
I could do them for you.
No.
We could do that on the pod. Rylee does Tash's nails.
No, the sound would fucking send me through the roof.
What sound?
No. I can file my own nails, and like Landa can do my nails.
I wouldn't do them. I wouldn't file them.
You have to file them. They're too long.
Oh, we could have just cut them.
No, you
cut them into points.
You have to round them.
Oh.
I don't like a square nail, which is what you have.
Okay.
All right, and it's time for us to go. We didn't fight on this episode.
No, we didn't.
Last week we fought.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't get any messages about that.
Well, it just went out yesterday, so.
Not enough time for people to realize that we were brawling. Well, make sure you guys follow us everywhere at Bench Warming Beauties. You guys will find our clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, as well as Instagram. Rylee, tell them where they can find you.
Reckless Rylee, 13 in Real Life of Rylee. And where can they find you?
Tasha Rose Briere, everywhere. You have your people.
Is there a dash in the
Nope.
Tasha Rose?
No, there's not.
No dash. Wow, it's getting loud.
I know.
Okay, let's wrap
Gotta
this up.
go. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. It's hot in here today.